Hey guys, and welcome to another video. This time it's going to be about the Warcraft movie. I would have put this in today's daily, but I just didn't really have time, and I found this after the daily was recorded. So, the WoW movie. Now, first of all, this stuff is apparently based on leaks and information that was passed to the writer of the article. He did not name his sources, which is of course normal, and I do not know if there's multiple sources, so treat this all as rumour and speculation, and that it may or may not come to pass. However, I will say that it does sound very Duncan Jonesy in the way he said he would be approaching the movie, so it would certainly... I would not be surprised if this is how the movie would pan out. So, there's been a lot of leaked information on bleedingcool.com, including supposed plot elements and characters. Firstly, it is based on Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, so that's the older RTS games. Now, I think this is actually an excellent thing, because the RTS has had a much stronger plot than WoW does. Now, one thing, to those of you on the channel who have not played the RTSs, if you want examples of the lore that comes from them, you have some elements of vanilla WoW, but mainly you have the Burning Crusade, and you also have Wrath of the Lich King. They are completely based, well, they're definitely completely grounded on RTS lore. And really, story-wise, they're probably the two best expansions in the game, because I think everyone can agree that Cataclysm was a bit of a mess, and Mists of Pandaria leveling, it was okay, but it didn't feel special. It just sort of felt like they made it all up as they went along. So I think this is fantastic news plot-wise, and I'm very excited to see that. Another nice thing is that it does leave room for subsequent movies too, if this one's successful. And as much as I'm usually against blatant franchising, this would be like... if it's how I think it would be, and based on Duncan Jones' previous movies, I would believe it to be like this. This has a chance of being Warcraft's The Dark Knight, with Duncan Jones being sort of the equivalent to Chris Nolan. So, yeah, this could be good. Now, characters. So apparently the lead character is going to be Khadgar, and he's a young Senate, or consul to the Senate in Dalaran, which is, of course, at this time in the Eastern Kingdoms. This is before, Wrath or anything, where it flew away into the sunset. So, yeah, apparently there's a whole bunch of events, and he is charged to investigate them. They seem to be crimes, and that eventually these will lead him outside the city walls. There's one thing. Now, his mentor is Medivh, whose job is protecting mankind against demons and shit. He's the last guardian of Tirisfal. Half of you probably don't know what that is, but anyway. Now, at birth, he was corrupted by the spirit or soul or whatever of Sagaris, who is he's like one of the big Burning Legion dudes, very evil, and eventually, of course, Medivh is the person who opens the the big portal to Outland, and lets all the orcs in, and that's in Warcraft 2, so it'll be very interesting to see how this character pans out. Now then, there's Lothar, who is the leader of the King's army at Stormwind. He's brave, but he's really reckless. Actually, I don't know if he's Stormwind or Lordaeron, but whatever, he's one of them. And apparently the King and Queen are going to be supporting roles, they're not going to be main characters. Now, story-wise, plot-wise, and there is a little snippet after this little talk that you should definitely stay tuned for. So plot-wise, this seems to be very interesting. It's going to involve, I think, a culmination of these three characters, the opening of the Black Portal, or Black Gate, whatever, the Outland Gate, the thingy. Anyway, it's going to involve that, because we did see that in the teaser. Now, we haven't seen the teaser, but people have said that the teaser was set in Outland, and it was against an orc. So, a lot of people originally were thinking, oh, it's just going to be like trying to be Lord of the Rings. Here's the thing, though. This is going to be humans against Warcraft orcs, which are intelligent beings. They're very different. It's going to involve the Black Gate, Outland, Burning Legion. Holy shit, amazing. Now, next thing, the author, and this is probably actually the most exciting thing to me. The author said, and here's a direct quote, "The project makes no concessions to tidy mainstreaming or chewing the gristle out of its meaty, raw fantasy ideas. The names are big and spellcheck unfriendly, there will be mythical creatures all over the place, the magic will flow, and so will the talk of prophecies and ancient artifacts." That means that, if true, and he did say this was based on leaks from numerous people and sources he's close to. I cannot speak, of course, for how accurate this might be or anything like that, but he did say that this is what it seems to be, and it does very much fit in with the MO of Jones, who said on Twitter and stuff like that quite a few times, this is not going to be some mainstream piece of shit. It's going to be like full-on true to the Warcraft lore. So to the people, now a lot of people were saying on the YouTube channel that they thought it would be a bit of a fuck you if it wasn't based on the game. Here's the thing, it doesn't need to be based on the game, it needs to be based on the lore of a game. what Blizzard have done is they've made excellent lore. Okay, recently they butchered some of it in Mists and stuff, but they did make excellent lore. And really what matters is it being an excellent movie in the Warcraft universe. We don't want any in-game like mechanics or any crap like that put in, because all that does is it, ruins the experience. Like, what would you rather have as a fan of Warcraft? For this to come out being a superb fantasy movie that really both reinvigorates the Warcraft genre and the fantasy genre, which have seen their fair share of rubbish recently. Would you want that, or would you want it to be, oh, this is a movie for the gamers, this is for the people who play Warcraft, it's full of references and in-jokes, and it's not the sort of thing that's very successful? Blizzard are pumping 200 million into this, apparently, and I really do hope that this is a full-on, serious movie that respects its roots from a game, but instead of trying to shine as a game movie, it tries to shine as a movie. That's what's best for Warcraft, it's what's best for the gamers, and it's what's best for the movie and the movie industry. So, yeah, I'm really, really excited. The movie will be going into filming in 2014 for a supposed 2015 release. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.